Hey, I'm Sarah Tagander, international speaker and trainer for a $40 million division in healthcare. With over a decade of experience working with healthcare providers, I believe that a healthcare practice should do more than just pay back student loans. Each week, I'll bring you the tips, tricks, and experts you need to build your practice both on and offline. Smart people take notes, so grab a pen or open up the Notes app on your phone as we dive into the Health of Your Business podcast. When you have a big project, is it just me, or do you also do the thing that you like the least last? That's what I do with copywriting. Copywriting to me is not that intuitive. Once I get in the flow, I have to say I'm half decent. My stuff doesn't convert terribly. My opt-in pages typically will be about 60%, high 60%. And my open rates are in the 30%. So I don't think it's so awful, but it's not something that I love to do. And so I'm committed to help you guys in the best way possible for your communication, for growing your businesses and practices, and bringing you the experts to be able to help you so you can stay in your zone of genius. And I'm practicing what I'm preaching and staying in my zone of genius. So I'm going to start to bring you a couple copywriters to be able to help you that are going to be fan favorites that we can bring back again and again to answer some of our copywriting needs, but also for referrals if you need a copywriter. So I was really happy to find Kim DeGracia in all places I never thought I'd find anyone, which was Clubhouse. Now here, I've only been on Clubhouse maybe 2 or 3 times. It's really hard for me to dig in there. And I found this little cutie patootie, Kim DeGracia, out of Maryland, and I'm happy to bring her to you. She's got a similar story to a lot of us, bounced around from provider to provider as a child, not getting the help she needed through the medical needs that she had. And then there she went. She found something really simple and something free: exercise, diet, sleep, and whoop, everything was changed for her. So she's committed to get those helpers and those healers just like you, get your message out there to the masses through your copywriting. So she helps medical professionals launch their programs and online courses with confidence and ease. And so I'm excited for you to meet her. She has some really interesting answers in a rapid fire session that I did with her, some new technology that's I want to go ahead and play around with. And I think you're going to really love Kim. Make sure, if you don't get to listen to the end, that you go to the show notes and you grab her freebie because it's a really good one. I think so far it's one of the best that we've had on the show. So without further ado, let's go and chat with Kim. All right, you guys are in for such a treat because we get to go ahead and pick Kim's brain today. But first, Kim, I want to know, you're in a niche with medical copywriting, but you've got a backstory. So tell everyone, how did you get into the medical space?
Yeah, sure, Sarah. So when I was younger, in middle and high school, I was constantly sick. I had digestive issues and also really bad acne. That was not good for my self-esteem. My mom, she would take me to different allopathic doctors, and they would just prescribe pills for all these symptoms. I found that the pills would work for a little while, but then after I would get off of them, sometimes my problems would come back and they were worse than they were before. During this time, I found Sarah Otto. She's also known as the Goodness Lover, and she invited a lot of different gut health practitioners and medical providers to share about their experiences, to share more about holistic health. And I found that after incorporating many of the things that they taught me, and it was so simple as like changing up my diet, sleeping more, exercising regularly, drinking enough water every day. Those were able to remove the symptoms that I was having. And now I'm really thankful for holistic health. I started my medical copywriting business because I really wanted to give back to those doctors that helped to heal me. I'm really thankful I no longer have to take pills on a daily basis. And I want them to be able to help people who were in my situation before.
Yeah, it's so crazy that, there's these amazing doctors. And I think the same thing, Kim. I'm like, if you guys just did a little bit of marketing, like, let's spread the word. You're so good. You're so good at what you do. And, there's so many bad things out there, right? You have like Paris Hilton and, Kim Kardashian and
Mm.
Jennifer Aniston and, Katie Couric, and they're popping up in my news feed. And not that the stuff that they're promoting, I don't know, I haven't evaluated it. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it comes down to, celebrity endorsements, copywriting, marketing, getting out there. And I mean, with a little bit of know how, with a little bit of elbow grease, I mean, you have the know how. I can come in and help providers with the elbow grease. There's a little bit of pixie dust, I think, in there too, when you're in the right place at the right time. But that is so amazing. I have a very similar story, Kim, and I hope people go to my YouTube channel to actually see this interview because I actually, as a kid, had super bad acne. And the same thing, it seemed like I was never on pills, I was only on topicals, and whatever they gave me only made it worse. I remember in high school, I went to a Catholic high school, and one of the nuns, Sister Joan, pulled me aside. She was so mean, pulled me aside in the hallway in front of all my friends and was like, "What's the matter with your face?" Like, it was
Oh
so
no.
broken out and so inflamed. And my mom had convinced me that no one was going to notice. When your mom says that, like,
Oh
just to get you
yeah.
out the door to school. And of course, like, there she is, Sister Joan, like, calling me out in front of all my friends. I'll never forget how embarrassed I am. And I mean, even today, I feel like that stigma, it's hard for me to go out of the house with no makeup on. Like, even though I could, my face is totally clear. It's hard. It's like when you lose a lot of weight and you still buy clothes in the bigger size. So I hope people can
Yeah.
see how clear and beautiful and glowy we both look here today. So
Oh yeah. I was so too, Sarah.
I think for me, I still got some bags under my eyes from the three kids, but you look
Oh.
much younger and glowier than I do at the moment. So tell me, I mean, I like that you ask providers what their goals are for their copy. I want to talk about that because I
Right.
never heard a copywriter say that particular thing, and it's so true. So I want to just talk about some potential goals, and what do you mean by that? Like, what could they be? What could my goals be for my copywriting?
Yeah, sure, Sarah. So some copywriters, what they'll do is they'll just write something for their medical provider and that's it, they're gone. But what I really want to do is help the doctor understand how my copywriting can help them get more clients, get more patients into their doors. So when it comes to goals, I think we're all familiar with the term SMART goals. So I definitely want my clients to make SMART goals and make them specific, measurable, attainable, relatable, and also um,
Timely, have a deadline, right?
timely. Yes,
Yes.
have a deadline. Thank you, Sarah. When it comes to goals, I work mainly with two different medical providers. The first one is somebody who has never heard or they have heard of copywriting before and they know that it could benefit their business, but they're just starting out and they're feeling a bit overwhelmed. They really want to get more people, more patients through their doors, but they're not sure how to. So I would help them with that medical copywriting. So that's launching their website, helping them to establish their online presence. Then the second tier of people I work with are medical providers who already have a wait list for like 1 to 2 years. They're not concerned about one-to-one clients, but what they really want to do is expand their reach. And a lot of times that's through an online course or a program. So I'll help them with a launch strategy and also provide them with medical copywriting.
Awesome. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah. And I mean, so it is to book more clients. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
lot of times what it comes down to. And through that know, like, and trust factor is super important as well. And I like what you mean too, because there's some providers that it's a higher ticket program. There might be a wait list. So it might be, you have to say, is it that I need you to call today or I need you to call. I work with one of my clients and it's 8 months before you can be seen by the doctor. So it's hard right now. Like, so your
Yeah.
copywriting needs to set those expectations or else, his new patients are going to be really upset about that. And so that's what we're working on. And we're working on is accessibility, and we're working on some online programs and things like that. So that is really phenomenal, Kim, that you do that. Is there any kind of copywriting that you don't do? Like, or are you up for anything? Like, are you doing social media posts as well? Are you doing handouts and brochures, or is it mostly just stuff on the web?
Yeah, so it's mainly stuff on the web, Sarah, but I also do write social media posts and also social media ads. Since there's a
Oh,
lot of people on these platforms, we want to be sure that we're getting the word out about a doctor's course or medical provider's course. And social media ads are a great way to do that.
yeah, yeah. We were together at a conference just a few weeks ago where a lot of providers are, taking their expertise, and they're either creating something where they're a coach and they're putting it out there to a lot of consumers, or they're even on the business to business side teaching other providers. So that's really great to have an expert like you, Kim, because the world today of managing Facebook ads and can't say the word sale. The second they think you're selling something or putting
Oh,
something on sale, it's insane. They'll just bury your post, or health related stuff. I can't believe
I
on
know,
my
yeah.
Instagram, the things that pop up that with the little COVID warning. And it's like, well, they weren't even talking about COVID. How did you figure that out? I don't understand. And it's getting crazy out there, right?
Yeah, I really have to be sure we're careful with the wording. And
Yeah.
that,
So I think, why not just go ahead and get an expert, get someone who's working in that space like you, that's, on the up and up. So I'm going to give you some, rapid fire tech questions. Kim, in your opinion, what's your favorite email provider to work with?
ConvertKit.
Oh, why? Why ConvertKit?
I do like that it's free. When it's great for starting out. So if you once you're starting to grow your email list, it's free for the first 1,000 subscribers, and you can also segment your list, um, and
Really?
that's very helpful too.
Yeah. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Favorite course management software?
Oh, so I like Teachable if your course cohort is pretty small. Thinkific is also great for those larger courses.
Yeah. Yeah. Thinkific is really easy to use. That's what I find too. So,
Oh, great.
who's your favorite podcast? I mean, other than mine, I don't have that many episodes. I'm still under 20, but
Oh no, I I listened to a few of your episodes, Sarah, so you're definitely one of my favorites.
other than that, before you met me, what's your favorite podcast?
Oh, sure. So it's not related to health or copywriting, but it's called How I Built This by Guy Raz.
So good.
Yes, I just love getting encouragement from other entrepreneurs from different types of fields. So,
I love the post that you did on social media about all the different types of opt-ins you can do. You can do a quiz, you can do an ebook, you can do, just a 5-step guide. What's your favorite opt-in type?
my favorite is a webinar for a course launch and a quiz if you're just trying to grow your email list.
Quizzes are so fun. Do you have
They
quiz
are.
software that you recommend that you've used?
Oh, no, I don't,
Yeah.
Sarah. Are
Yeah.
there any that you use?
No, I haven't either. I am tasked with
Okay.
it though. It's on my to-do list this week to help a client with a quiz. So Kim, I'll get back to you and let you know. And maybe I need to do a little breakout podcast about all the things I learned when I tried to create a quiz. I don't
Ooh,
know.
I'd be really interested to hear that.
I'm interested to see how this goes. So I'm a big believer that you have unlimited phone of friends in life. And so I love going onto websites like Upwork and Fiverr and online jobs and Free Up and interacting with friends like you, Kim, because when I'm going to get stuck, which I probably will on this quiz, I will be able to just call someone and find someone who can fix everything. The nice thing about being an entrepreneur, and especially an internet entrepreneur, is you can't break it. I mean, we're not here doing surgery, even though we do work in the medical field. Like, there is nothing that is irreversible and irreplaceable with what we
Very
do,
true.
which is great. Kim, how many emails are too many emails, and how many are not enough?
Ooh, so in my opinion, the right amount of emails would be a weekly email to a monthly email. 2 emails a week would be okay, but I think 3 would be pushing it. 3 emails would be too much unless you're doing a course launch.
Okay.
In that case, you definitely want to do 3+ emails per
That's
week.
what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah. I find the same thing. You think 3, not 2. I just did a webinar launch for myself personally. And Easter weekend, I totally forgot that third email over the weekend. So we'll see how I do with just 2.
Oh, okay. And this is for a launch, Sarah?
It was just it's a webinar. It's not quite a launch. It's not a follow-up,
Okay.
but so far I have my most registrants I've ever had. So that's
Oh, yay.
yeah,
Congrats.
thanks. And I hack it. I don't know what you think about this, Kim, but I'll hack it and I'll just change the subject line and like a little bit of the copy on each email. I don't rewrite every email when I do it because I am probably not as creative as you are. So
Oh, that's whatever works for you, Sarah.
So Kim, tell me, I'm going to link to your website in the show notes, and I think everyone should go there and check it out because, like I said, I have been working in this field for a long time, and there's very few specific niche medical copywriters like Kim. I absolutely love your stuff. I think people should follow you on Instagram because it is so bite-sized and adorable and consumable, and I just want to eat it up every single day. Just like I feel about you in this podcast. Guys, you have to go and check out Kim because she's just like, you want to just put her in your pocket and keep her there all day. So how do you want people to reach out to work with you?
Yeah. So they can reach out to me through my Instagram. That's Copy with Kim. Also on my website, kimdegracia.com. And also, I want to provide your listeners, Sarah, with an opt-in, and that would be a guide to help them with the number one email sequence that everyone needs, which is their welcome email sequence or their nurture email sequence. A lot of time, though, when a subscriber opts into your list, they're most interested in your list within 48 hours of clicking that subscribe button. And so what you want to do is they receive your opt-in, but you also want to help them build that relationship with them, and also establish you as the authority in your niche. And they can do that, and you can do that through a welcome email sequence.
It is so missed by so many people. I mean, how much do you wish too that it, even in traditional medicine, right? That when I took my kids to the pediatrician, that we had a welcome sequence. When I, signed up for a new dermatologist, that I had a because you walk in, I'm like, I don't even know what the doctor's going to look like. Like it just the little things that make you so much more comfortable. How is this not standard of care? I don't understand, but I think between
I know.
me and you, Kim, we can change the world. Like, let's do it. Let's get our message out there. Kim, you are absolutely just priceless. I don't think people know how much they need you. So thank you so much. I can't wait to go ahead and get that opt-in. And so I appreciate your gift to the listeners. And thanks, Kim. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks so much for listening. I want to hang out with you more. I truly believe your success is related to the people you spend the most time with. That's why I created the free community, the Girlfriends Group of Health Practitioners. It's a safe space for you to connect with other soul practitioners who don't just want to keep the doors of their practice open, but they want to impact the health of their community. Head over to www.sarah2gender.com and hit the tab at the top that says Group. Go in there and introduce yourself today. I'll see you soon.